Hello, everyone, and welcome to the fifth qualifier of the Collegiate Chess League. My name is Joe, and I am going to show these games here. We've got Papa Pizza in number one. Let me show you guys the games here. All right, the games are starting, and here we go. So yeah, that's Ben from UMich, number one, 2597, just shy of 2600. Second place, we've got Grigory from Mizzou. Mizzou actually has three of the top five players, which is really impressive. Rui Fang is there, number three. Grigory and Rui Fang are sharing number one spot in the standings. So this is going to be a big tournament today, the fifth of six, so only two left. And yeah, essentially, these players are fighting for the playoff spots. We have $20,000 to give out in prizes for the top three divisions. So that means you have to be in the top 48 players in the standings to make some cash. Now, the lower divisions still have a prize. They have chess.com memberships to play for. So, yeah, I'm excited. This is the second half of the season. We're towards the end here coming up. So yeah, Ben with the white pieces has a strong center, thinking about what their next move is going to be. Maybe bringing out one of the bishops, maybe bringing out the knight, maybe putting another pawn in the center. Opts for the knight to f3. You can look at some other games here. Got to keep an eye on Grigory playing against Jesse Hoffman. Jesse's from NYU, so that's pretty cool. Grigory, of course, from University of Missouri, Columbia. This already looks uncomfortable here for Jesse. This is attacked twice, defended twice, but that is a pin. Now, we could take with check. That's exactly what white does to bail out of that. The queen recaptures, and now white has to deal with this threat. Bishop takes. Queen check is going to pick up that bishop. So nice tactic there, spotted by Grigory pretty quickly. And lo and behold, Jesse's going to be down a piece here. Barely 2 minutes into the game. Let's check on Rui Fang. Rui Fang is playing against Sir Wampy. Who is this? This is Amir from Rutgers University. So we have opposite side castles. Both sides have doubled pawns, doubled on the F file here for Rui Fang and doubled on the G file for Sir Wampy. This is kind of an awkward structure in front of the king, but these pawns could be useful. Maybe the king tucks away and on H7 and queen and rook are doubled here, but this structure is also pretty good for white. Not sure if black intends on trying to break this down at some point. Okay, opting for a queen trade here. Does white go for it, or do they leave the queens on? I feel like Rui Fang probably will leave the queens on just to keep potential for an attack going. Okay, so this is accepting a queen trade if black wants it, and according to their last move, they probably do. Knight to g4, just controlling f6 and e5. Knight on e5 would be nice at some point. Now, if knight takes, it's very tempting to try to fix our doubled pawn structure, but this does hang the f pawn, so you'd either have to take back with the rook or you just don't go to e5 unless you're okay with losing the pawn. So black decides they do want the queen trade. Rook recaptures. And yeah, this position's more or less even here. Black trying to initiate another trade on f6, likely because they want to straighten out that structure. So this also does give Ruifeng an opportunity to go into e5. No longer having to worry about a hanging pawn. This attacks g6, of course. Now, the only way to defend this is essentially by playing here or by pushing the pawn. And looks like black either missed the threat or just didn't want to deal with it. I thought king h7 seemed reasonable there. So that looks like a free pawn, and that's pretty good for a grandmaster, I think. Just material. Well done, Brent. Congrats. Let's check on the standings. Yeah, Grigori won pretty quickly. Antipov, his teammate, also with the win. Firewoods from Yale, another win. Yale is streaming right now, so go check them out. Shout out to Yale Chess. All right, that did not work. All right. I see Drew Shattuck also won, another player from Mizzou who's been doing very well, I must say. He is their ambassador, their club leader. So if you guys want to know about what it means to be an ambassador, we have a program for college chess club leaders. People that want to share chess on campus and grow chess at their school. Chess.com is giving away a lot of prizes for them. Chessmaster Brent, I believe, is another ambassador from Sacred Heart University. So here we have Josiah. Let's check on this game. Here we had a Sicilian, a Smith-Morra gambit, and knight to d5. Maybe early. Yeah, that just blunders, unfortunately. So Josiah's got the tactics to pick up the material. So yeah, up a piece and a pawn out of the Smith-Morra. I wonder if Josiah's read Mayhem in the Morra, right? Is that what it's called? What's Mark Esterman's book? I should know it. Pretty sure it's like Mayhem in the Morra. But yeah, no, White's losing this one, so let's check back in with Ben. Ooh, this is interesting. So yeah, Ben plays knight to a4 to get into c5, attacking the b pawn. And only after rook c1 does Ben take. Trade here and takes with the king. Wins another pawn. And another pawn. So that's 3 pawns for the international master. But yeah, very interesting structure here. Bishop holding on to the knight. This other rook's going to get involved. How is Ruifeng doing with the pawn advantage? So we did grab the pawn on g6, trading here with the rook, wanting to leave the e file open. Bringing the knight back here, looking at some dark squares, defending c2, taking some space on both sides of the board, going after the b pawn. Now you can take here, right? Right, and then take here. Here, maybe this. This and that. Either way, this is good simplification for Rui Feng. Knight in with check, king to g7 to hold on to g6, and now rook to c6. That's forking 2 pawns. So, yeah, white definitely has the advantage here. Really solid position. Now g3 is hit, which is curious, but it's defended now. After rook takes on e6, there's rook takes g6 with check, a fork, winning the knight on g3. So Sir Wonkby resigns here, down too much material. Nice tactics from Rui Feng. That is round 1 for these players. We still have a bunch of games left. This is still kind of halfway through the round. Okay, knight here. This blunders, right? Can we take this? Oh, bishop takes with check. Gotcha. All right, maybe just king in the corner. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. Computer likes g4, which makes sense, actually. Knight back to c2. Hold up. Actually, hold on. What was the eval like here? Only -1, 1.5. With the move g4. Only the move g4. Very interesting. Yeah, I like that move a lot. It still favors black though. After the move g4, apparently the move that needs to be played is d5. I could not explain that one to you. That is too confusing. Knight takes, bishop takes, pawn takes. And I guess the point is that right now, Josiah's up a piece and a pawn, and g4 would have won a piece back. So black would still have been up a pawn at that point. However, white missed the tactic, brought the knight back, and now the king is in the corner, bishop cutting us off, knight threatening a massive fork, and the knight trying to hold on to this, but looks as though black is infiltrating and going to win some material here, or just really damage white's pawn structure. I'm imagining a move a3, creating some lifts, but also defending the knight. We could see a rook sacrifice, pawn takes, knight check, getting the material back, as well as damaging white's structure. So that seems fairly reasonable. Now, whether or not white plays a3 is a different story. Yeah, and Josiah's up a lot of time as well. Let's check on Ben's game. Ben is crushing it as predicted. So we saw a lot of these moves already. Yep, doubling the rooks, making sense. Trade off the knight. Look at the bishop pair for white here. Yeah. Trying to trade rooks, getting one pair off. Okay, this is actually interesting sacrifice here. Rook takes, pawn takes, knight takes, pawn push, and you're not stopping promotion. So black has no time to win a piece. Instead, has to go back on the defensive. Rook takes with check. Oh, I was too slow. I'm trying to find these. All right, so taking, checking, and that's mate with the bishop pairs and the pawns. And the rook on the back rank. So nicely done from Papa Pizza. Papa Pizza was streaming pretty late last night. Not sure if they're streaming right now. It doesn't seem like it. Josiah won his game. Here we've got a FIDE Master. FIDE Master down a lot of time actually here. Hold on, this is an interesting game. Let's check this out. Let's go from the beginning. We got an English. So grabbing a pawn here, getting it back, trading off the dark square bishop, check, offer this trade, winning a pawn here, trying to trade off. This is a weird move, I think. But after rook takes, pawn takes, rook takes. Maybe there's the, I don't know. This is a weird move. Okay. Winning this pawn. I was too slow. Let's check this out. Okay. Trade of rooks. We have... the pawns are just running. Yeah, the pawn's just running. Okay, blank wins by speedier pawn. Here's a game. Oh. There's a lot of good games going on right now. Thank you guys for the follows. I appreciate it. All right, this is Jeffrey from Temple, also known as Wikipedia. His opponent under a minute, Darren. I've looked up Darren before. Darren is from Geneseo State University of New York, SUNY. So Wikipedia is up a pawn and going to try to win this game. White has no more pawn moves. Black has plenty. Is going to try to make a pass pawn. Actually going to just simply try to win the pawns with the king. This is actually a really interesting position. I don't know if black even needs the pawn advantage. Even if they just had the extra G pawn, that'd be enough for white to not be able to make a pass pawn. But here, king here, now just any pawn push. Probably this, if I were to guess. I don't think it matters. You also have f6. Either f6 or g6. And yeah. Oh, just not even pushing a pawn. Just king here. There goes the h4 try. There goes the g5 try. Just trying to hold on to this pawn, but not even pushing. All right, let's check on some of the other games. Here we've got Ricky versus Masharov. Masharov is from Bangladesh, but is representing Southern Illinois University of Carbondale. And it looks like Ricky is going to win this one up a knight. Ricky is from Northeastern. How could I forget? And we have resignation there. So Masharov goes down. Yeah, here white hoping for a stalemate, but another queen is on the way. Queen here would have been mate, but that's mate in 2, so that works. Well done to Jeffrey. Here we've got Chessweb from Yale playing against the dude. The dude is Matthew Romano from Florida Institute of Technology. So a couple of East Coast schools here going at it. Florida Institute of Technology. I don't know where that is besides in Florida. But there's a lot of Florida schools out there. There's Florida International, Florida Atlantic. There's University of Florida. Missed win done. That is unfortunate, man. Done having to recover from a tough tournament last week. Not a strong start this week, although round 1 is always the toughest for anyone in the lower half. This is a tough spot to be in because you're losing the rook, but you're also losing the game. Here, well, don't think this is checkmate just yet. This is one of those times where you see this pattern and, okay, rook there's mate. All right, that I missed. But GG to Dex Webster, one of the leaders of Yale. All right, here we still have another titled player playing Zigzag. Whoa. What's going on with this eval bar? What just happened here? Hold on. Black was launching quite the attack on Zigzag National Master at 2250. So what happened here? Queen check, rook takes, bishop check, knight check. Yeah, maybe instead of the knight's hanging. This is a crazy game right here. Yeah, look at this. Queen D1 was minus 64. Wow, Zigzag got lucky. He zigzagged his king out of danger. Look at this, man. Here, takes with check, and now white's throwing the checks in. Forces the queen off, and yeah, it's an easy win for white. But let's look at what happened here. So we had a crazy game. Oh my goodness. All right. Knight sacrifice. Pin with the bishop. White's up material. A lot of material. But what happens here? Queen takes. Take the knight. But look at this strong diagonal for black. They get in. And then white makes a big mishap right here with this last move. Needed to play king to d3 apparently. Instead goes here and it's mate in 13 with the move queen to d1 check. Queen to d1 check. And Septimus Maximus could have beat the national master. Unfortunately went with knight to d4 instead. And that was not going to cut it. Unfortunately, this king, like I said, zigzagged, a very appropriate name. Who is Zigzag? Zigzag is Luke Shi from UCLA. Okay, that I really should remember. Septimus Maximus is Seth Armstrong from Wisconsin, Madison. All right, we've got, it looks like one final game left in the round. Less than 10 seconds for both players. Honor Panda versus DD. Let's see. This is David from University of North Texas against Honor Panda, repping the Canadian flag. This is Jason Chan from Concordia University of Quebec. And what's going on in this game? Looks like it's a complete draw, which would be a really good result for David from North Texas. Even though black is up 2 pawns. This king is completely exposed, and this is going to be a repetition there. Congrats to David. Hello, Dr. Chesterstein. Up a piece, Alipolko, and still drew. Okay. You were playing up, though, right? Or were you playing down? Cape Canaveral. That doesn't help me, Jeffrey. I know you're trying to help me, but I don't know where that is. Okay, here we go. Ben with a over 2,000 rated player already here in round 2. Same with Grigory. Also, this qualifier says it has exactly 300 players. So the tournament is starting to narrow down in participants. I think that's going to concentrate the strength of the players. Rui Feng is playing against Patrick from Arizona State. Rui Feng, of course, from UT Austin. I believe both of these players are ambassadors as well, which you love to see. I know UT Austin has Dang Nguyen as well as one of their ambassadors. But yeah, Rui Feng is also. So we've got 2 ambassadors going at it now. Don't let Patrick's rating of under 2,000 fool you. He is a very strong player. This is not Valorant. That is true. That's a different esport that you're thinking of. If you want to check out some Valorant esports, you got to check out Nace Star League. Ooh, Arizona State is streaming. This might actually be Patrick. Let me double check this. Oh my goodness, it's a mobile stream phone. It's a stream from the phone. If you guys want to check out Patrick take on Rui Feng from his mobile phone, Shout out to Arizona State Sun Devils. There you have it, folks. So, best of luck to Patrick. He's got the white pieces here. Interesting game so far. Black now having played F5, expanding on the king side. And Patrick showing no fear, going straight in the center. D5. Yeah, Patrick giving mobile odds. Looks like he's got 5G connection, so that's he's connected to the internet. He's got that strong connection. All right, E4, strengthening the center. So black passes up. They don't want to undouble white's C pawns. Now, maybe you can play bishop A3. Black probably just plays like D6 or something. So that's kind of annoying. There's also bishop to G5 is one idea. Bishop G5 and then double our queen behind it. And Papa Pizza Chess is streaming his game. Hold on, let me pull that up. Where's Ben's game? Here it is. Yeah, Ben might not have connected his Twitch account to his chess.com account, but that is a feature if you guys are curious about that. You can go to your chess.com account, go to your settings, and there should be a section called connected accounts, and you can link your account to Twitch. And there's a lot of benefits to doing that, actually. If you are a streamer, your chess.com profile will link your Twitch account to your chess.com account. And when you're playing and streaming, chess.com will tell your opponent that you are live. So people like to tune in, and you guys can discuss the game afterwards. It's a cool feature. I would highly recommend it. You'd also join chess.com's community streamer program, which lists you whenever you are live. So that's another good way to get discovered. I should have a link, honestly. And from Muba, I will add that later. Yeah, let me see. Ooh, here we've got another 2 leaders. Noob Master Yo-Yo from Stony Brook playing against Richard from UC San Diego. National Master here. White's a little better here. A bit safer king. See the fianchetto structure is alive and well. Black behind in development for sure. White already having connected rooks. Black still having to deal with that. This knight, not a very good piece. These pieces very well placed for white. And this king's fianchetto structure is missing a key ingredient here, the bishop on G7 instead. It is on E7 and soon to be traded. And yeah, white's going to infiltrate on these dark squares. So overall looking pretty good for white. He's also up on time. Deciding to reroute the knight back. Cover up some dark squares, perhaps. Maybe looking at F8 if H7 ever gets under attack with these kind of moves. Here we've got Josiah playing against V Penguin. V Penguin. This is Veronica from Duke. We saw Veronica have a nice upset win the other week, I want to say. Forgot who she beat. I think it was a titled player from somewhere. I know that's very specific. Okay, so Josiah has played the move knight to h5. Not entirely sure what this does. Well, we can try to figure that out. It opens up the bishop. And here we see bishop to g5, trying to contest the bishop. Queen to c1, doubling. The threat is to take this knight. But then I guess black can take here. Queen takes and then take back. Kind of an interesting deal, but I think that's good for white. Okay, so Veronica trades first with check. We might see a very simple plan here from white, doubling on the F file. Okay, offering a trade here. Again, sticking with the plan, I think rook f4 makes a lot of sense. Originally, I was thinking to put pressure on the knight, but here, in this instance, it is to block the queen trade, as well as to defend g4, and on top of the original plan of doubling on the f file. So there you have it. Josiah's diving in. Rook f4 has been played. Now, this rook is pinned, technically. So, although actually, no, this comes with the big threat of rook takes on e4. I sort of missed that. But yes, rook takes e4 is nice because if black were to take back, white wins the queen. And if black were to trade queens, then rook takes back and we're up a knight. So this move here from Veronica, very logical. Pawn to h6, very necessary move to defend the queen, make sure that there's no rook sacrifice tactics. However, Josiah continues on with the plan. Very reasonable, very sensible. Doubling the rooks on the f-file. Here, just locking down this structure. Notice that this bishop, all against light square pawns, maybe trying to transition now the pawn structure to dark squares. It's going to be tough, though, as Josiah has a nice connect 4 pattern here of pawns on dark squares. And here, he simply steps back and I think is threatening to now win a pawn. No, not yet, but the bishop steps up, maybe trying to come here. Queen here does support for h4. h4 has been played. Where does the queen want to go? Back to e7, perhaps. That's one idea. Back to g6 is another. So, okay, here we go. Really likes taking on e4. That knight on e4 is definitely black's best piece by far. Bishop takes h7. That's not a legal move. Thanks, Brady. All right, let's check back in with the ambassador battle. How did this game progress? So we saw Patrick get a strong pawn center. However, yeah, he's losing in the exchange. Very unfortunate. So this master, Rui Feng, really getting in his way. So he forces the queens off, and Patrick doesn't want to play that out anymore. He resigns. So Rui Feng, 2-0. As expected, Grigori won his game as well. Let's check back in on Yo-Yo versus Richard. So Richard getting in with the queen, it seems. Bishop e4 looks just phenomenal, by the way. Just a quick heads up there. That's what I would play if I were Richard. Yeah, Brody, I'm focused here on the current games before me, you know. Not thinking in the past. All right, rook to e4. This pins the pawn to the rook. Black has yet to develop this bishop, and so there's back rank issues. The rook is only defended once. So bishop to f5 has been played. Now there is a pawn on e5 that we could take. However, maybe black can play queen takes d4 there. That would be something else. So computer actually likes us to take with the pawn. And that way, when bishop takes, we have bishop takes on e4. Just really devastating the light squares. So that's how much the computer liked the bishop on e4. In this position, it's willing to give up the rook just to make it happen. So, yeah, this is a very peculiar situation. So we do see rook takes on e5. This is definitely the more natural human move. However, this does allow black the opportunity to take on d4, which is super spicy because you're giving up the rook on e8, but you're getting the rook on a1 with what is called a tempo. Now there, white would have to block. You could block the rook. You don't actually want to do that. But you should block on f1. And then there's something like, oh, I don't know. Does bishop here get you mated? Rook check. King here. No, there's no way. I don't know, but Yo-Yo looks to be calculating right now. Looks like Richard's also seen this move. Queen takes d4. And yeah, this move back. But the computer, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This move traps the queen. Oh no. Oh no. There you have it, folks. Noob Master Yo-Yo found queen d4. Richard played rook back to e1 lightning fast. And that move was not the move. What was the move here? Queen takes d4, and he needed to go into this line. Rook takes e8. Queen takes a1. Bishop to f1. And then rook takes, queen takes. And play from there. Instead, the move played in the game, rook back to e1, blunders to bishop to g4. And now Richard, the national master, is going to find himself down a queen in this position. Nice find there from Yo-Yo from Stony Brook. All right, Ben won his game. Not too surprising there. Let's check back in with Veronica and Josiah. Ooh, we just got to the same tactic as we saw before. But now there's no h6 pawn. So, yeah, nice find from Josiah. Veronica saw it earlier, I can only assume. But unfortunately, yeah, so blunders or maybe gambits the pawn, gives that up. Rook attacks. Queen to h4, a nice move. And then rook here and trying to get this queen off, but this is not doing it. So remove the defender while your queen is still defended and the queen is hanging. So that is up a piece. Check and, ooh, that's not mate. Not yet. It's super close. Computer likes to move bishop to f3. It's kind of brutal. Kind of a brutal move. Threatening that. Instead taking here, threatening this. Which makes a lot of sense as well. Not really much black can do at this point. Let's see. Okay, bishop to c6. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Preventing bishop to e4 check. So, what's the move here? Maybe you just trade. Yep, rook takes, and now your rook is hanging because black is starting to take here. So the rook comes back, and Josiah is simply up. A knight, threatening knight e7 check, and Veronica just too quick, resigns here. Nicely played from Josiah. All right, can Richard pull any tricks out of his sleeves, or is he gonna lose to Yo-Yo? So yeah, looks like Yo-Yo's just gobbling up some pawns. Bishop takes here, threatening rook takes. There's queen takes. There's also bishop takes. Well, no, you wanna get the queen off the b file. I would take on c4, I think. Yeah, Yo-Yo won a queen. Richard got his queen trapped. So queen takes on c4 has been played. Rook takes with check. And now the bishop on c6 is hanging. Probably you want to go back, is my guess. You want to defend h3, yes. Now this is possible to get into a time scramble. Bishop here is a strong move. Maybe we can take on a7. Yep, taking on a7, trading the pawn, queen check, king back down would be my guess. So queen versus rook and pawn. Low time, check. King up, oh man, this is dangerous. Pawn push. Queen's gonna get in there now. Check again. Trade. Queen takes. Right? Or queen check, but then king here, maybe no. Okay, so takes. Maybe another rook check or something. I think white needs to trade off that last rook, if possible, and then try to make a fortress. But it's very, very dangerous to do so. Okay, the king is stepping up, a bit adventurous. All right, rook e1. Rook up. Now, can we go rook e3 though? Or like maybe we double on e6. I don't know. Hey, Chess Jawa, thanks for the sub. Appreciate that. Oh, rook takes on h6. Okay, 2 pawns now. Can Yo-Yo convert? Yo-Yo's only got 6 seconds. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2. Okay. Now there is increment. Oh boy, this wins the rook. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. Richard is going to come back, folks. 1 second now for Yo-Yo. 2 rooks. Uh-oh. Okay, rooks are pinned. You gotta defend this guy. These are the only 2 moves. Or you can actually go rook f3. Okay, there's a secret hidden third option. Rook to f3, and Richard finds it. Oh, there's no time. Man, Richard holds on. Down a queen, says no problem. Just gonna have to work a little extra hard for this. Gets his opponent down into time pressure. That is a key factor here for the swindle. So yeah, well done to Richard to fight back. Tough game for Yo-Yo to have the pressure on when you're up a queen, and then the added time pressure as a factor. Well done. All right, so let's see. Josiah ended up beating Veronica from Duke. There goes a pawn. We have opposite bishop in game here. Bishop check, but now this pawn is hanging. Pawn's defended now. Oh, solo time. 2 seconds. Oh, they're both solo. Oh my goodness. The woman FIDE master, CMS. Who is this? CMS, that is Sanjana from Cornell. Goes down to Bubbly Potato. That is Kurt from UCLA. All right, that's an upset win right there. So that is round 2 in the books. Round 3 now. We've got Ben versus Piano Pro, who I swear I've looked up every single week. This is Kai from Illinois, UIUC, Urbana-Champaign. 2,200. We got Josiah playing against Real Tai. That is Adit Bhatia from UMass Amherst. I believe this is one of our ambassadors. Illinoisans are just different. Is that what you guys are called? I never thought about that. I thought, was it not like Illini? I don't know. I don't know. I guess Illini is like something different. It's the mascot for University of Illinois. At least I thought. I don't know. Maybe they changed it. It's possible. Okay. Ooh, this is a big one. Another ambassador matchup. And Aiden from University of Illinois is streaming this. That is Quill Logic playing against Titus. Titus is the ambassador from Georgia Tech. So I love Titus's position here. I mean, this is very symmetrical for Aiden. This is what, the hippo? The double fianchetto. Pawns on d6, e6, knights on d7, e7. Pawns on a6, h6. White's trying to break through, but no, the very classic hippo-like response, g5. Just anytime a pawn pushes, you step back. You lock it up. You close it. So g5 played here. And Titus is going to have to find another way to break through. Maybe h5 was premature. You played against Titus when he was a little kid, Z-Web Chess. Did you beat him? Because that might be your only chance. I don't know. I don't know how strong of a player you are, but Titus is pretty good. He beat you? Oh, man. Yeah. And he's only gotten stronger since. Okay, so Aiden has played knight to f6. Now, this might allow for a chance to now play for e5 or something. Okay, no, but this is very interesting sacrifice here. g4 goes down, and now we see a sacrifice. What on earth is happening here, folks? Knight takes on g4. Free pawn, it seems, but maybe Titus has something in store for Aiden as he is snapped on g5. Bishop takes, and I think the point is after pawn takes, queen takes, that's a fork on 2 pieces. Very interesting dynamic here. The move after queen takes on g5 might just be rook to g8, saying, all right, you can take the knight back, that's fine, but I'm going to have a discovery on you and take on d4, winning a pawn back. The knight, of course, defending the rook on g8. So very interesting. I don't know if I've seen this attempt against a hippo. But yeah, a hippo is very annoying defense to play against. Quill Logic might be busting this out against a stronger player such as Titus. So, yeah, we'll see. I mean, right now, Aiden is not taking back on G5. Check into Don's game. Well, Don is streaming if you want to check out Cal Poly Pomona. Oh, here's another ambassador matchup. We've got Sparky the dog from Buffalo playing against Jeffrey from Temple. Here we've got Kiko Sim from Uniben. It's University of Benin playing against Chess Jawa from U Chicago. Thank you for the follows. I appreciate that. Welcome. If you guys are just tuning in, this is the Collegiate Chess League's 5th qualifier of the season. There are only 6 left, so after this week, 1 week left in the regular season. And then we're off to playoffs. We're going to make the playoff brackets. That's a double elimination bracket with 16 players each and $20,000 on the line for the top 3 divisions, which is quite exciting. So there is money on the line in these games because these games determine what division you go in. So you have to make the top 48 in standings. Where's Chess Jawa in the standings? How's our guy doing? Chess Jawa is at 47, so he's in the money as of today. Can he hold on to it? Looks like he's scored 3 or 4 points in all the qualifiers so far. All right. I could not find Don's game, unfortunately. DJ Hawk 3 is his username, if you guys want to check him out. Oh, here we have Jeffrey Luke from New Jersey Institute of Technology playing against Zacho. Zacho Potatoes from Rochester Institute of Technology. Wow. We have 2 Institute of Technologies going at it. New Jersey versus Rochester. Both players with 1 point. Jeffrey is our ambassador, I want to say. He's at least a club leader, that's for sure. Yes, he is. He's one of 2 from New Jersey. I didn't know their second one, Curtis. Don't know if he's playing. Anyways, folks, let's go back to Aiden's game. Aiden is streaming from the Illini Chess channel. Let me give them a shout out. We also have Indiana streaming. Lots of college chess streamers on right now, which you love to see. All right, here. Shout out to Illini Chess. If you want to see Aiden's perspective. So, what happened after the sacrifice? Bishop takes, pawn takes, queen here, and bishop here, queen takes. So, black does not get the pawn back. So, Andrew is up material. We have the classic A5, B5 dodge. And yeah, here pawn just boxing out the knight. Is white going to castle? That is a good question. To be determined as of right now. Up in the air, as they say. Yeah, both players somewhat close on the clock, having used about half their time. Rook over to G8. Now, that's pressure on the knight. The knight can do a few things. The knight can retreat, but the knight can also go forward to H7, which is apparently the best move. And Titus finds it. So rook H to G8. This looks like a strong attack. However, it does give up the H7 square. Very interesting. Now, white is looking at F6, which is going to be a fork. Well, you gotta watch out for the fork, right? So you gotta move like one of these two pieces, I'm pretty sure. Maybe you could do something really passive like this. This and that. Doesn't look right, but probably not it. This takes. So rook to g7 has been played. Now we can push this pawn to defend, but that looks like pretty good material for black, opening up the d file as well. So the knight moves for sure. Does this work? There's that, which is somewhat interesting. So queen comes back, knight here attacking the bishop, opening up a queen trade. Queen takes, rook takes, it defends the knight. Bishop g5 is playable, which should also be a strong move. Declining the queen trade. Black's king is safer than Andrew's. So Titus not in the best of positions here, although still relatively even, and white is up in material, up a pawn, so still something to play for, of course. But Aiden is definitely the one throwing the punches. Low on time, though. Andrew's been playing some quick moves here. Bishop g5 has been played. Queen's simply going to have to step back. Queen h3, queen h2. One of those two. The difference, well, queen h3 is opposite the king for starters, and it's on the third rank, which is a little higher. Maybe some more chances for lateral movement. f5, that is interesting. So if pawn takes with discovery, queen opens up on the e file. That's also attack on the knights. So I don't think you can take it. This is very confusing. Computer wants to take. E takes. Oh my goodness. After takes, you go knight here. And I thought this was bad for white because of this pawn push. But look at that. It's a pin. And if takes here, do we have knight takes? Like, oh my goodness. Bishop takes with check. King takes, I assume. Oh no, it wants king d1. This is some wild stuff right there. Yeah, this is a wild, wild line. So Titus, again, still up a pawn. Black could win it back, but knight takes on f5 is a huge threat, lining up the king with the queen. Yeah, no, this is actually winning for white. Knight takes f5, and I'm sure Titus planned for this. Maybe just double checking some calculations. But knight takes, bishop takes, and the computer line, as crazy it is, king d1, not taking because you're gonna win this rook or something. Like that's crazy. With check. Yeah, knight takes, and now moment of truth. Bishop takes f2. King d1. I mean, king d1's not obvious, but what's wrong with king takes here? Is there anything wrong with that? Maybe we get pinned? That would be annoying. On quill, getting an advantage, but losing it in time scrambles. So king takes f2 is triple zeros, apparently. King f1 is like plus barely 0.9, not even. King d1 is the only move here that's holding somewhat of an advantage. But it makes sense. So yeah, this is a gnarly fork tactic because You have to save the queen. Ah, he takes. That allows rook f7. Right? Or even rook here. I don't know. Rook f8, rook f7. Queen f6 played. King e1 is a move. White fumble, dude. They had king d1. Unfortunate. And now rook g1. Computer also, it liked h6, hit the rook with tempo, and then you'd probably get in h7 soon, and your rook on h1 would help support that. But Aiden's like, you know what? This line's a little too crazy for me. I'm just gonna try to trade down, you know. I'm happy being up a pawn. I don't want to be up any more than that. Interestingly. Yeah, king takes f2. Allows the knight to get pinned. That knight on f5, so strong. Also, rook on h1 was defending the queen. So imagine king d1, and like I said, the queen has to move, and no matter where the queen goes, the knight is going to take the rook, right, with discovery check. Now, if the queen wanted to move to block the check, you'd be walking into a pin. So you don't take the piece, you'd be down a piece temporarily, but you get the exchange for it, right? You take the rook. And if they trade queens, the rook was defending that. So instead, we have this resulting position. I'm not a fan of trading because now this rook is taken. Maybe black wanted to take on a5 or something, but okay, rook to g6. Okay, rook here. Interesting. Probably back. But, oh, queen's coming in now. Hello. Yeah, computer just loves this pawn push. So, here, bishop block. I would have gone... well, here there's that. I don't know. The computer likes king g1. It's tough out here. All right, it's tough playing these moves. Aiden's got 15 seconds on the clock. That's going to make it even tougher. Computer says it's completely even, which I can tell you right now, I don't think this game's going to be a draw. 5 seconds now for Aiden. 4, 3, 2. All right, queen to d2 played. And now h7. It's going to hit, and it's going to hit hard. I don't see the response here. Here, and probably you can just block. I was thinking with the bishop, but maybe not. Maybe there's too many checks. Okay, blocks with queen. Check again. Queen g2 block. Perhaps, but then queen back to f4. Then we just move our king or something. I don't know. Then our knight hangs. But then we promote. Well, do we promote? It's a good question. Let's not hang our knight then. Is there a time bonus? There is something called increment. Wow, here there's only one move that wins for Titus. He's got 3 minutes to find it. He didn't find king d1. Whoa! He sacks the queen. 1 second for Aiden. Oh, he's going to flag. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The queen sack to flag. I'm watching Aiden's reaction right now. He's laughing. Oh man, what a game between two strong players, two ambassadors, I want to say. All right, let's check back with Josiah. How's this looking? Ooh, Josiah's down. Josiah's been down worse. He's come back from worse, and we've seen it. I'm thinking back to the first season here. Or not the first season, the first... Well, he has been around a long time. But I'm thinking back to the first qualifier. He, like, landed this crazy fork. But anyways, he has a pawn versus a bishop. So this looks like it might just end in a draw. Josiah's bringing the king up. He's continuing the king journey. And now he can play, well, he can push a pawn. I'm wondering if he can sack the rook. He does. Wow. And now he's trying to say that his pawns are better than white's rook. This is going to be interesting. King d2 is a strong move because it's going to get to c1. And Josiah's down on time too. He's trying to push the pawns through. King c1 has been played, and the problem is the king's gonna get to b1, and that's gonna stop the pawns. Oof, he might go down now. He could have just tried to push his pawns and not give up the exchange, but he did not have the time to calculate this. King b1 now. There's also rook to f3 check. Let's see. Can white convert? White could also insta-draw with rook takes b4. King takes, and then king b1. And the a pawn is a draw with the king in the corner. a3. I thought a3 was better earlier. Like right here. Because a3, if king here, we have a2, right? And that's preventing this. But, okay. King steps up. Hold on. Is there a2? a2, but then there's king b2. Oh. This holds on to the pawn for like the briefest of seconds. Rook back. King here. But then rook to b8. No. He's gonna win. Hold on. Rook check. Yeah. Josiah resigns. Unfortunate. So Josiah goes down to real Tai, who I looked up earlier in this round and have forgotten. Unfortunately. Real Tai is, oh yeah, Adit Bhatia. He's our ambassador from UMass. Amherst. Okay, Kiko versus Chess Jawa. What's going on here? Kiko is up a knight and a pawn. Ooh, rook to a1 will skewer the king and the rook. Hold on. Queen. Wait. Oh, there's rook a4 block. I thought that was mate. Holy smokes. All right, so white is up a queen and a knight. But black is trying to fight. Kiko's down to 3 seconds, though. Oh, my goodness. He should be able to convert this. He should be able to. Oh, he's gonna get the ladder, mate. He's gonna get the ladder, mate. Queen check and mate. Ah. GG to Kiko, who is a streamer as well, although I don't think he's streaming right now. He needs full focus on these games. He got down to the wire there. Very low time. He took down Jess Jawa. Steven from U Chicago. So well done to Kiko. All right. Sparky and Jeffrey drew their games, interestingly enough. All right. Round 4 now underway. Let's see. Ooh, we've got a big matchup here. Ben versus Maxime from Yale, another one of our ambassadors. Firewoods makes their move. Ben is streaming as well. Shout out to Papa Pizza Chess. We've got Rui Feng versus Song Song here. Let's check on the standings. So Rui Feng and Kiko. We got Anna Marie T Fang, Grigri. Okay, we got a lot of players at 3. And those tiebreak scores. Okay. So yeah, halfway through the tournament. Dex Webster only at 2.5, so had a draw in there. Same with Emilio, who's from Mexico. He's one of our ambassadors as well. Trying to start a collegiate, like Mexican collegiate championship. I'm trying to help him with that, which is pretty cool. We got Dagger Crossfire from Canada. I want to say British Columbia. I know Canada also has a college championship being organized from our ambassador from University of Ottawa, Veronica. She is doing a good job with the Canadian schools. So I believe the U.S. is actually going to do a college championship next month on Sunday, both November 13th and 20th. We haven't officially announced it yet, but it is in the works. Rui and Titus had a quick draw. I'm curious to see how that happened. But all right. Here we've got Antipov. We haven't watched a lot of his games yet today, but he is, of course, strong grandmaster from Mizzou, playing against a candidate master, TGP Goat, who is Pranav from UW, University of Washington, which is going to be in Seattle. So yeah, they don't have a lot to travel for Pan Ams, which is very exciting, very nice. Pan Ams, we also haven't really been promoting as much as we should, but that's coming up in January. So if you are in North America, you can register, and it's a fun event. We're going to be streaming it live, which is going to be super fun and exciting. I'm really looking forward to it. MD Julian, thank you for the follow. I have a friend named Julian who is an MD, but their Twitch username is, I believe, Dr. J-Law. Anyways, I don't know if MD Julian is actually an MD or not, but thank you for the follow. All right, so let's check in on some of the other games here. We've got Grigori versus RTD. And that is Ethan Gu from Carnegie Mellon University, a national master. How's this game looking? How much does it cost to play aside from travel and stuff, Brody? So, Pan Am's, I believe, has a team registration fee that may be entirely waived off if you are in the Collegiate Chess League. So that I don't know if that's true or not, but I do know that you should at least have a 50% discount of the team registration fee if you're in the CCL. What that fee is, I want to say it might be a few $100s, but don't quote me. I think I should have a link. Let me look it up. Here we go. Entry fee is $200 if you register before December 1st. Okay. Teams entering under 1800 is free. So I believe that should be based off USCF membership. And then you have a discount. So teams that have 2 players that were registered in CCL get 50% off. So it'd only be $100 for a team. You need a team of 4 to play. So if you could get like school funding to cover the travel, then your team fee, if you're over 1800, would only be $100 if you have at least 2 players from CCL. If your team is rated under 1800, then it's free. So you would just have to cover the flights, the food, and the hotel and stuff like that. But yeah, I brought it up because the player was from University of Washington. So like, you know, I assume if you're in Seattle, you don't have to pay for flights or hotel rooms, you know? So that's pretty convenient for them. But yeah, if you're like in some random town in Illinois, then you'd have to figure out another way to get there, unfortunately. Although I have heard some crazy stories of teams driving long distance. Yeah, random like in Carbondale. Like that's a pretty random place in Illinois. Just, you know, one city I could think of off the top of my head. Here we've got Chris Repka from Mizzou playing against, I want to say this is Roman from some school in Canada. This is Kruto. Kruto is streaming. So let's see. This is Roman Gavrilin from Humber College. And let me give them a shout out. Rom Kachess. Give you a shout out too. Are you streaming the Collegiate Chess League, Rochelid? You are not live. You have 1 follower. Do you plan on streaming college chess? Are you in college? Do you play chess? You're here in chat, so you're watching chess, which is a great first sign, I must say. There's your shout out. Should I make SIUE a mod? You're in high school? Well, you know what comes after high school is college, right? I assume. Who knows these days? You play chess as a hobby. Well, hopefully, whatever school you go to has a chess club and you join it and you can play there. You can learn, you can get better, you can make friends. You can join the Collegiate Chess League. You can go to Pan Ams and travel. So many possibilities. I look familiar. I stream sometimes, but who knows? You might have saw me on SIUE_chess. I streamed for them one time. That was pretty cool. All right, I should like focus up on some of this chess happening right now. We've got Richard who survived to tell the tale down a queen. He's playing against Anna Marie, who's from Webster. So that's pretty cool. She's a woman grandmaster. from, I want to say Hungary. Yep. Oh, from IRL. Okay. Well, I don't know many high school people, so I have a brother in high school. But yeah, I do play tournaments. I mean, it's been a while. I mean, I go to a local club, but the last real tournament I played in was in Vegas back in December. Actually, no, didn't I play in June? Holy smokes, this year's gone by so fast. Yeah, I played in the National Open. I like my last main tournaments have all been in Vegas. I played in the last two National Opens and the last North American Open. Um, I played in the Pacific Coast Open like 2 years ago or something. I don't know. You played in Vegas in December. All right, then I was there. Then you did see me. My brother does not play. Neither of my brothers do. Yeah, I won the under 1900 North American Open section, so that was pretty cool. Probably my biggest tournament achievement. Your brother's the same rating. That's pretty cool. So you have a rating. Um, and you played in the North American Open. So you're actually, I would say, more serious than a casual player, perhaps. I mean, you could play in those casually, I suppose, but um, anyways, I don't think I'll be candidate master. I would rather go for national master, but anyways, this looks like a threat because this knight is the only thing defending this guy. I mean, the king doesn't really count, to be honest. This is a strong move, right? This is a pin. So we've got issues here, folks. The issue being our knight is hanging. So we bring the queen back. Queen helps protect our pieces. A defensive move for sure. Also maybe clears the way for the bishop to come back, try to trade off this gnarly piece here. So National Master trying to put some pressure onto Grigory, the Grandmaster. Black now dives in with the queen, threatening the rook. Rook can step up, perhaps, or we can go to a3. Or we can go back. This rook has a lot of options. I don't know how this works, but apparently the move d6 is still +2. How does that work? How is d6 working? Queen takes? Like what? Oh, you just push? I mean, I don't know. You take and then that's not a move I think any human would make. But Rook A3 has been played. This is definitely a more human move. And now Rook to B8. King steps aside. Going from this pen into this pen. But the king now at least has a flight square. Well, I figured rook to b2 worked because if bishop takes, we have queen takes. Because yeah, we need the rook to defend, but I'm not sure. You wish you were WCM, CM Rui? Rui, I saw you had a really quick draw against Titus. I wish I saw it though, but I see you up there at 3.5. Also, Rui is a streamer. Shout out to Rui. Although, okay, this is a gambit, right? I mean, I guess there's going to be rook takes and takes here or something. So, very interesting exchange sacrifice from black, but white can also decline this. You're the dude in Discord. Me or Rui? I am on Discord. I also know Rui's on Discord, so Rochelle. Wow. Just look at the Collegiate Chess League, just connecting friends from the internet on Twitch chat. Derek's sister, Rochelle Wu. Derek Wu, yes. Wait, you said you're the same rating as your brother? He's pretty good, I thought. Which means you're pretty good. Actually, yeah, okay, I remember you played against, well, not against, you played in the North American Open, and you and your brother, weren't you guys like a tandem, like duo? You guys are really strong. Derek plays for UC Davis. Well, he goes to UC Davis, if I'm not mistaken, but whether or not he plays for them, it's a different story. I feel like their chess club is not as organized. But they should. They should be. Anyways, queen check. So it looks like Grigory's getting in there now. Bishop check. Uh-oh. You have to take it. You have to take pawn takes. King takes. Rook check. Oh, no. All right. King here. There's check here. Uh-oh. Here? That's not good. There, and that looks like really close to mate. Or just, okay, queen there is mate. My bad. Apologies. Yeah, look at these knights taking away these squares. So nice find there from the Grandmaster. Plenty of time to spare as well. Let's check on Rui Feng. Ooh, Eval says this is a complete draw. Time situation, Rui Feng is up a minute. So Grigory joins his teammate Harshit Raja at first with 4 out of 4. I see QSCRGN, FIDE Master from UC San Diego. What's his name again? QSC. That is Vatsal, yeah. Vatsal from UC San Diego. Antipov, also at 4 out of 4, another Mizzou player. Okay, Richard is in the time scramble against Anna Maria from Webster. Rui's teammate. Rui also from Webster. Rui, have you been able to play with the chess team at all? I think Webster had 3 players register in the CCL this season. Hopefully they can register like their full team in the spring. Yeah, go team. Anna Maria, it looks like she's doing well. Look at all of her pawns. She's got the outside passers. Rook b4 is a move here for black. That holds on to the b pawn. I couldn't imagine not playing rook b4. So king back. Richard's very low on time, only 5 seconds. He's going to try to play for king c3. The problem is he cannot win that b pawn because the h pawn is passed. So the only reason why you would play king c3 is to threaten the rook. And now the rook has been defended, so there's really no progress to be made. The rook steps back. Hard to find any other move. And black plays for b2. Again, knowing that the pawn is immune from capture because the h pawn is going to run. So now white creates a passed pawn of their own. They're threatening to play d6. And if the king tries to chase the pawn, well, then white can take on b4. But lo and behold, black is quicker. They promote. And after trade of queens, this white pawn is going to be caught. And Richard resigns. So nice win there from Anna Maria. Rui's teammate from Webster. All right, Song down to 2 seconds. But hold on, that's a rook mate. All right, Rui Fang gets some with the old under promotion, and continues on with a perfect score. All right, let's check on Papa Pizza versus Maxime. What's going on here? So Ben at 10 seconds, just over 10 seconds. Maxime is up in exchange and down a pawn. So what's going on here? Computer did not like that move. I don't understand why. Oh, because of this. Queen takes on h4. And now queen and rook doubled. Uh-oh, that cannot be good. The queen is going to infiltrate on any of these 3 squares. Let's see, can Maxime take down the international master from University of Michigan? Under 10 seconds, trying to be precise. Queen check, rook check, pawn check, queen takes mates. There you have it. Maxime finds it and takes down Ben from UMich. So well done from Maxime, our ambassador from Yale. Looks like we've got 1 game left in this round. Queen versus king. Let's see. Let's check on this checkmating technique. No stalemates, right? Queen to b5. Nice find there. And now the king joins the party. Queen b2. And moving on to the 5th round. So, 5th round. Anna Maria in first with tie breaks. Half a point over Chris Repka, who is half a point above the rest. We got Rui Fang, Grigori, Antipov. All right, the standings might have changed a little bit. So Grigori and Raja, they just drew immediately. That's a classic Mizzou technique right there, as we've seen from previous tournaments. They got paired up against fellow Mizzou players, their teammates, as you might consider. Now, I do want to remind you all, this is not a team event. This is purely individuals. So, yeah, Grigori, he was tied for first going into this tournament. Raja, on the other hand, was 7th in standings. So, good enough for the top division. But your placement in the standings does determine your playoff bracket seeding. So, that is important. All right, let's try to find some of the new games. Okay, we have Rui Fang against Infinity Point. We've got Antipov versus Vatsal. We've got Anna Maria versus Chris Repka. Ooh, we got Titus versus Maxime, another ambassador matchup. So Maxime just took down Ben Lee from UMich. Now he's got to face Andrew Titus from Georgia Tech. Some strong title player matchups here for Maxime. But Maxime is confident. He's 4 out of 4. He's taken down an IM. So what's an NM to him? Here we got Rui against Keep It Cool. Keep It Cool is on Shaw from Rutgers University. Ben is now playing against Kiko from Benin. Shout out to Mosharov in chat. Good to see Mosharov. Mosharov, I don't know if you know this, Brody, but Mosharov goes to Carbondale. Or should I say Southern Illinois University. So, but Masharov was the ambassador from BUET, Bangladesh University of Engineering and Technology. So Masharov is in grad school now in Carbondale, which is pretty cool. Yo, SIUC Chess Club got approval. Let's go. SIUC. Now we need to connect SIUE to SIUC then. So yeah, Masharov is playing. I don't think you should be listening to the stream as you're playing, but I want to give him a shout out because he is a streamer, but also he's done a lot for college chess. Specifically leading the Bangladesh team in our weekly arenas, as well as in the Collegiate Chess League, just in general. But now that he's a grad student in the U.S., he clearly is a pivotal member of the Carbondale Chess Club, as I think he's like essentially like starting it. It seems that the club just got approval, which is really cool stuff. It's hard to do that from scratch. So definitely a well-deserved shout out to Masharov. All right. There's a lot of interesting games going on here. Maybe we watch the leaders here. Anna Maria versus Repka from Mizzou. This is a Webster versus Mizzou matchup. So two Missouri schools going at it. Masharov has definitely heard of the ambassador program, Brody. It's a simple search using our leaderboard. He's the ambassador from Bangladesh, but since he's graduated, he can transfer his ambassadorship to Carbondale. So he attended the preseason orientation. Now, Masharov is up there for one of our ambassadors. If I had to make a list, there's a lot of people on that list though. There's a lot of standout, exceptional chess club leaders out there, which you love to see. And to be able to, support them and help them and ultimately grow college chess is, why we're here. That's the goal. So Richard is for sure up there. All right. Okay. B5, attacking the knight on c6, and after a long think, Repka dives in to b4, bishop to a3, pinning the knight, and I think Repka is just accepting that the knight will be lost, or at least the pawn will be. So does Anna Maria take it? Anna Maria's up on time. She's giving Repka some fight here, as to be expected. Of course, both of these players are perfect so far today, 4 out of 4. Nothing but dubs, and they expect dubs. So, yeah, what's going on with this sequence here? Knight to b4, bishop to a3, and computer recommends the move bishop to g4, which is kind of interesting, kind of curious. And after the rook moves out of the pen, maybe now we will see that Anna Maria takes the pawn. Okay, no, you cannot actually at this point. Bishop takes, pawn takes, queen takes. There's this move, bishop to a5, combined with the rook on the c file. That's going to win the knight here after this knight has moved. So we have rook to c1, supporting the knight. And now what? We don't really want to save that. Like, you get into a pen. Like, I don't know. It's a tough position to be in for Chris from Mizzou. Especially now he's under 5 minutes and Maria's still at 7:45. Richard is the MJ of college chess club ambassadors. I mean, it's hard to say that, you know. The ambassador program is under a year old. So I don't think that, you know, MJ could claim, or, you know, the name Michael Jordan wasn't made overnight, I guess is what I'm trying to say. He had a career, you know. But yeah, I don't know if ambassador, I don't know if there's a GOAT of ambassadors. So yeah, our ambassador program still has that like top 10 at the end of the year, get like a trip to LA or some city. I don't even know if it's LA or not, but we're still like planning that. And yeah, I don't even know what's happening, but it should be fun. It should be. It should be a good time. I'm looking forward to it. And you know, Richard's in UCLA. Like, if it is in LA, like he should just go. All right. Anyways, no. So what just happened? There's a piece on D3 that was captured. Rook here, knight D3. Take this. Rook trying to double, I can only presume. But the D pawn is hanging, and there it goes. Rook's now doubled. This is defending, but maybe this is annoying. But maybe that. I doubt it. Anywho. What do we need here? Probably, I don't know. It's a good question. Yeah, bishop to f5 looks like it's coming. So maybe we move our knight, actually. Get our knight out of the C file. There's a lot of heat on that file. A lot of pressure being built up from Chris. Let's check back in with Titus and Maxime here. So Maxime just come off a big win from Ben Lee, also known as Papa Pizza Chess, and Maxime's got the bishop pair here. Bishop pair hasn't castled though. Titus up a minute on the clock. Actually, this is an interesting position. Why not take on C2? King takes and then take on D2 and then take on C4. Hello? That looks like a free pawn to me. This looks like a blunder. But alas, Maxime did not go for it. It says, I'll keep the bishops on. So, yeah, Titus was about to go into this rook and pawn endgame down a pawn. I mean, maybe f4 is weak. I don't know. But, like, looked like a good tactic. Maybe played a little fast. But anyways, that's okay. The game continues on. Maxime now under 4 minutes to Titus's 5. King steps up. Decides to not go for the castle. Instead, attacks the rook. Rooks are connected, though, at least. This king is getting active. Look at this. Knight takes pawn. The rook is going to defend this guy. So how are we going to go about this? So I want to play here. But there's trade first. I mean, take, here. King's stepping in now. That's a good idea, Brody. I actually like that. I was thinking we could even do, instead of like an award ceremony at the end of the year, we could do like a presentation. like at the end of the semester, like maybe in December or something. We invite ambassadors to present like what they've done over the semester. I feel like that would be cool. All right, can black hold on to the E pawn? That is the question. Also, I want to check back on Repka and Anna Maria. What's going on in this one? So we doubled the rooks on the C file. We saved our knight. We offer a trade. Black's getting in with the bishop. Anna Maria at 5 minutes. Repka just under 2 minutes. So somewhat high on time pressure. Whoa, bishop takes on e4. That doesn't look right. Trading on c1 takes. Anna Maria is up a pawn, folks. She is up a pawn. When this knight on b4 went to d3, that lost Repka a pawn. And now it looks like Anna Maria is going for a second pawn. Maybe we see, no, that's pinned. Maybe we see this or this. But yeah, I'm a little nervous, you know. We've got some back rank issues. Probably queen f5 is like the most accurate response. I'm wondering if that we can go here, and then that we can take that. That would be wild, but it looks like it works. And Repka's probably analyzing this. So queen here, queen here. If you want to save the pawn, you got to trade. Knight takes, bishop back. And you're just going to play that in game down a pawn. So now you can go here, maybe. There's nothing like that. Okay, queen here instead. I still think queen d5 is good, because I don't see how you defend this pawn at that point. The point of this is to come here and here, but the problem is this and then that, because the knight covers the check on d1, which is absolutely huge. So yeah, and she finds it. He goes all the way back, attacking the knight. Bishop here blocks. Bishop here attacks. Man, maybe queen up to d6. Like, this pawn is still super weak. Also, Chris is under 30 seconds now. He's got to play like it's bullet. Whereas Anna Maria still has over 3.5 minutes. Ben beat Kiko. Bishop here. I would go back. Maybe, yeah, here, so there's no bishop tempo. Here, we could still take this. We could take this. We do lose our d-pawn, though. So, okay, let's see. Takes. No. You take here. Take. And take here. There instead. That's actually a strong move. Maybe we go here, though. I don't know. Or maybe we go here. Or maybe that doesn't work because we get back rank mated. Here, there's bishop takes, right? And if knight takes, queen check, mate. So I guess we go here, is my guess. Here, okay, that's another guess. Okay, maybe there's knight here now. And it takes, we have takes, but then here, ooh, wait. Wait. What's up with this move, though, is my question. What is this move? What if... Oh, because of queen here, we have queen takes. King takes knight fork. So smart. So here, that takes away knight to g5. So knight here trying to flush this bishop out. That bishop is super annoying. And we've done so successfully. Look at this center from Anna Maria. She is up 3 pawns. That's a lot of pawns, folks. It's a lot. And she's up over a minute and a half, which is really good. So she's looking good. Rui Feng beat Infinity Point. How's Antipov doing against Vatsal? Queen versus rook and bishop, but this is looking like a fortress, folks. It's looking like a fortress. Even though Vatsal is down a ton of time. Trying to get this check in, but we can block. Here, it's creating a weakness. I don't know if I like that. I don't know what's going on there. Whoa, rook takes pawn. Antipov might be playing for a win. Hello. What is going on there? Somebody tell me. Bishop block. Dude, Antipov is like... I don't know what to say. Antipov is going for it. Now, king here. White wants to take this pawn so bad, but this bishop is pinned. All right, we can't miss out. Yeah, Anna Maria won against Chris. So, really well played by Anna Maria, taking down her grandmaster opponent. Playing very well. Check, and queen back. So she won a piece there. Really well played. Titus and Maxime, how's this one going? Ooh, what the heck? What the heck? They had their pawns racing. White queened first, but black queens with check, and Maxime wins by resignation. So he's taken down all these titled players. Wait, no. Titus won. I'm sorry. Titus won. Right, wait. No, I don't know who won. Okay, Titus has white, so Maxime did win. Really well played by Maxime. So the point here is if king here, we have checkmate. So that's pretty good. And if king to c2, well, then we can probably ladder mate at this point or something. I don't know. But you could also play rook check and win the queen. Lots of ways to win here for black. So Maxime resigned. No. Titus resigned. What am I? I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm out of it. It's these pieces back here just look funny. It looks flipped. It looks like it's black's perspective, right? But it's white's. Okay. Rui down to his last second against Keep It Cool. This is a rook and pawn in game, but black is like up a pawn. So should be a draw. But is it? Check, back. Rook over, rook check, rook back, pawn push, progress. Check, over. Don't play rook g1, you get mated in 1 on h2. Check, king back to h1. King back to g1. Oh, Keep It Cool. Absolutely blundered the rook. And then mates. Oh my goodness. Rui with the dub. Out of nowhere. From down a pawn. Tough stuff. And here we go. Last game of the round. It done, I think, is from UCLA. Wins by resignation. That was crazy into that game. All right, round 6, the final round of the tournament. Let's check on the standings real quick. We've got Antipov, Rui Feng, Anna Maria, and Maxime at 5 out of 5. Let's see. We've got Antipov versus Anna Maria. So she's taking on another Grandmaster from Mizzou. She's beaten one already. Can Antipov avenge his teammate, Chris Repka? Anna Maria representing Webster. Same with Rui. Rui also from Webster, taking on Harshit Raja. So Rui only has a draw so far today against Andrew Titus. Raja also has a draw from Oparan Grigri, Harshit's fellow teammate from Mizzou. Speaking of which, he's playing against Hanyu. Let's see, where is Hanyu from? Hanyu is from UCLA. So big matchup there. And we've got Maxime versus Rui Feng. So Maxime, he beat the IM, Ben from UMich. He beat the NM, Titus from Georgia Tech. Now he's playing the GM, Rui Feng from UT Austin. Definitely his toughest opponent yet today. So yeah, we've got 4 players with 5 points. 2 of them likely to end up with a perfect score. Yeah, shout out to Brody for not playing, giving the Grandmasters a chance. I definitely know Rui Feng and Antipov would probably not be here if it wasn't for Brody's sacrifice. So, all right. Anna Maria back with the Fianchetto Bishop, and Antipov trying to trade it off. Anna Maria had a really solid game last round against Chris Repka. She gave up the Fianchetto Bishop for a knight, and she made absolutely sure she was not blundering any back rank mate tactics or anything of the sort. So here, she does not have as much of an option. If black wants to take on G2, they're going to. But Anna Maria is ready for it. She's going to take back with the king, and her king will then replace the bishop's responsibility of covering these light squares. So, yeah, this is going to be a good game. You are amazing or something. Hello, Alfanti. All right, so yeah, we've got Mizzou versus Webster on 2 different boards here. We've got CM Rui against Raja. It'd be funny if Rui played against Rui Feng, but it was not to be today. Although it might have happened earlier. I don't remember. All right. Yeah, we do have Rui Feng versus Maxime, though. 5 out of 5 for both of these players. All right, bishop on f4. White should take back, but they're contemplating on how to take back. Queen takes back has been played. This would be checkmate if not for the knight. Rui Feng says, hey, let's get the queens off. How do you feel about that? And Maxime says, I'm going to play knight to c4 and attack your knight. So we do see the trade of queens. We're getting into an end game here. White just wants to double the rooks. The Eric Rosen commentary, likely we might bring it back. Not sure yet. I'd have to confirm some things. But yeah, expect the playoffs to have better commentary. That's all I'll say. Right now, it's like kind of low energy, you know. It's like who wants to watch this? But hopefully by the time we get to playoffs, maybe even next week, who knows? I did reach out to Rosen earlier to see, because I was busy on one of the weekends. Unfortunately, I was traveling. I was in Mexico, unable to commentate at that time. But when I went to TwitchCon, I did stream from the comfort of San Diego State ambassador Brian Gorey, also known as Gory Hole on Twitch. The comfort of his dorm. I should follow that up. All right, a4, king to b8. So rook and bishop in the game here with a bunch of pawns. Now, Maxime has put pawns on light squares. This might not be the best idea, as you have a light square bishop, which is now kind of like a tall pawn at the moment. So how are we going to make progress here? Well, again, we can double the rooks. The f file is the only semi-open file for white. Instead, the king steps up. This king is stepping up. This king's like, get me in. I'm coming in. This king's like, let me try to also prevent this from happening. Now, does the king dare to proceed? I'm not sure. King just goes here, taking these squares out. But black has more space. Black has more options. Black can push more pawns. All these pawns are locked, essentially. So white finally doubles. This game right here, we might see as a Rui Feng Grandmaster Masterclass. Some would call it a Grandmaster class. But yeah, who knows? Maybe Maxime can hold the draw. Tough to say. So h4 played by Rui Feng. Not sure what the plan is. Are we going to play h3? Is that the plan? Does that allow for g3? I don't know. Let's check back in with Anna Maria versus Antipov. So, all right, this rook cannot leave the back rank. If the rook comes up saying, I'm going to try to checkmate you, well, you're going to get checkmated. So, strong battery here from Anna Maria. Now, she's the one on time. So, yeah, this is kind of an interesting position. It's more or less even. Maybe this king is a bit safer, but actually I don't even know if that's true. Check. I mean, this king is barely surviving with this bishop defending. Same with like this stuff. And queen check. There's king here. Yeah. This king is a little more centralized, but that might not be a good thing given the queen on g4. Maybe white tries to trade. I don't know. Here or this way. Okay, so we see the check. King here. Another check. King here. Interestingly, we could have given check immediately to put the king here, but that's okay. Especially in increment moves, you know, you're getting an extra second on the clock back, but how much does it actually matter? I don't know. So queen back to h6. She is checking him. She's checking him. Now, he can go to g8, and this could be similar to a draw offer, as this allows for a queen check and queen check again. maybe Antipov is considering these two options. Bishop to g7 blocks with tempo. King to e8 just runs to the center. But I don't know. There's like unique possibilities from that. Like white doesn't have any checks at that point. At least no worthwhile checks. I mean, you could sack the queen for the bishop and the rook, but I don't think you want to do that. Would be my guess. I don't feel like the king is safe enough against the queen. All right. Anyways, let's check on Anna Maria's teammate here, Rui against Raja. So we've got a rook. This is just about as symmetrical as it gets. Look at those pawns. Look at those kings. Both players with rooks doubled. Now Raja is up 4 minutes on the clock. Over 4 minutes at this point. But I don't know. I don't see it. Pretty sure that one's going to end as a draw. So, which would be a good result for Rui. Okay, king stepping up. Interesting. Check. King back and rook back. Let's check on Grigri against Hanyu from UCLA. Hanyu's got a good position. This knight looks pretty good, though. Maybe the knight comes in here or here. So, yeah, the knight just moved here. Knight here is going to be annoying. Computer likes bishop to c8. This helps guard the f5 square from this knight. So that makes sense. Also, bishop on b7 not doing too much. So bishop c8 has been played. And yeah, Grigri is under a minute less than his opponent. So interesting game. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Let's check back in with Rui Feng and Maxime. So they've traded bishops, which is honestly good news for white because the light square bishop in this structure is pretty bad. So maybe we go check how that happened. Bishop to f3. Bishop back, and now bishop trade. Pawn push. And now this rook is more or less trapped. You would have to play g3 to get it out. So they might be shuffling. This is also looking pretty drawish. Unless black were to make a mistake like this. But the rook comes here to defend. The point is, after this pawn is pinned. So wants to come here only now. Yeah, maybe at some point white plays for g3. I have no idea. But I think if I were Maxime, I would maybe just try to wait and stall it out, I guess. So king here. I don't see what's wrong with king to b4. I mean, maybe you're getting mated. Maybe you're asking for trouble after king d4. I guess. Like, I really don't know, to be honest. But yeah, white keeps going back and forth with the king. Yeah, king d3. I just guess if black goes up, there's no escape after king d4. But looks like black is gonna. Oh, is that a blunder? Rui Feng, was that there available last time? No. So defend that first. Now rook g takes on g5. Now we've got some progress. Now we've got something to fight for. Rui Feng just forgot. And wow, is Maxime offering a draw? Up a pawn, he's offering a draw, and Rui Feng is declining it. Rui Feng says, no, let's play on. So Rui Feng is up a minute on the clock. I don't know if that's going to be convertible to a win when you're down a pawn, but now down 2 pawns. Check here, I like this move a lot. Either forcing the rook back to a more passive square or winning the g-pawn with check. So Maxime currently up 2 pawns, going to lose 1 back, so still going to be up a pawn, but look at this king's position now. The king was not willing to go to b4 earlier because of the 2 rooks we're going to be very dangerous. Here, now black takes. And, I mean, can we not check this back again? I guess trying to come here. But check. There's king takes here. I don't know. This is getting dicey now. Raja and Rui drew. That's no surprise. They had the most even pawn structure of all time. How's Anna Maria doing against Antipov? They've traded rooks somehow. So let's see. She was attacking on the king side. He ends up going king to e8. Queen back. Queen centralized. Trade of rooks. Trade of queens offered. This also looking very drawish as well. So Mizzou and Webster are going to have a peaceful round here. How's Grigory doing against Hanyu? Doesn't look good. This is actually somewhat surprising. How's this happening? Let's see. So, even material. We have a bishop sacrifice, not accepted. Bishop c8 played. Trade here. Rook takes. Hello, hello. What's going on here? Knight takes d3. Why not queen takes? Probably we lose this pawn anyways. So yeah, this knight still came into f5, which is honestly surprising. I'm not too sure though. Like, why not? Why can't we go bishop back to c2 first? I wouldn't know. Oh, because then we blunder c4. Okay. Well, we blunder a pawn anyways. Blundering might not be the right word, but here we'd love to take on d5 if possible, but we are pinned, so we get out of the pin, and now the d5 pawn saves itself by pushing to d4. And yeah, black has a connected passed pawn right there in the center, d4. Nice pawn structure there from Hanyu, and up a pawn to boot. So here we have the move g3. I guess that's just to keep the queen out of f4. But yeah, Hanyu's going to start getting into time pressure now. Just under 1.5 minutes. Grigory at 2.5 minutes. That could be a critical factor here in this game. So going after this pawn, maybe we play d3, but then maybe there's e4. So strong move here from black. Maybe forcing rook to f2. Cal Poly Pomona with the raid. Thank you. How'd your games go? What's up, UCLA Chess? Shout out to Don from CPP for the raid. Shout out to UCLA Chess as well. Good to see you, Richard. All right, rook to f2 played. Queen to g6 played. Attacking g3. Do we push? Do we defend? Lots of different ways to do this. You fell off, Don. I'm sorry. Better luck next week. Okay, so the pawn has been pushed. Queen's back. Attacking this now. Do we push it? Do we defend it? These are like the only three options. Or you can sack it. You can leave it. You can push it. Both players now under 2 minutes. Predictable. Oh my goodness. Brody woke up today choosing violence. All right, Anna Maria and Antipov drew. We do see Grigory going for the sack, but that is down 2 pawns now. A 2-pawn gambit. And yeah, what's going on in this one? Are we going to see Grigory go down to Hanyu? Rook back, we got to guard c1, right? But that gives up c2, perhaps. Yeah, Alupalku, I recommend going for the points, you know. Mouse slips part of the game. Anyways, rook c1 played. We did not trade rooks, but black can trade rooks if they wish. But if they do that, maybe this first and then this. I don't know. Is that even good? Under 30 seconds now for Hanyu. Wait.
Hanyu, what happened, man? The queen needed to defend that. Oh my goodness. Maybe this was like a move order slip where you like trade in your mind, but then don't do that first. I don't know. This is threatening some devastating checks, by the way, but just completely hung the rook. Oh, that is unfortunate for the UCLA player, and a big sigh of relief from Grigori, who might have been in trouble there down 2 pawns, but in time pressure, getting Hanyu from UCLA to blunder, and Grigori improves to 5.5 out of 6. Currently tied for first, so everyone that had 5 out of 5 all had draws, right? Except we got Maxime and Rui Feng going on still. This is a rook and pawn in game. Both players at a minute or less. Maxime about to dip below a minute here, but Rui Feng is under 30 seconds, but up a pawn. So it is 3 black pawns versus 2 white pawns. Black has 2 passed pawns. White has 1. Black right now checking the king. This pawn's going to be able to get close. I'm not sure. How are we catching the B pawn though? So king's going to move. We go here and then they go here, right? So what exactly is... Okay, we're just checking. We're just going to keep checking, I guess, is the plan. So if black is up a pawn, they want to win. But the problem is that this pawn is really passed. So it's not about the number of pawns. It's about the quality of pawns. And so I think that this king is just going to get checked forever. And so they agree to a draw. So yeah, I don't think anyone's going to have 6 out of 6 today. Just a bunch of 5.5 people. Okay, Ben trying to get his way up to 5. He's playing against NSM with 4.5, but this looks pretty good for white. At least the eval says so. Hold on, what the heck is going on here? Ah, that's a queen, and that's a second queen. And that's queening with checkmate, apparently. If he wanted to, he could have under promoted to a bishop. That would have been pretty brutal. But yeah, not Ben's best showing today. Only 4 out of 6, but still not a bad score. Here we've got one last game. Drew Shattuck repping Mizzou, playing against Killer Bullock. Who is that? That is Alexander from Georgia Tech. Okay. So, a teammate of Titus's. Whoa, what's going on with his eval? Check, trade. Okay, hold on. Is this a draw? Or is this a win? Whoa, king up. That goes that pawn. All right, it's a draw. Man, I thought Drew was going to win this. I mean, maybe if you looked at the computer, what was going on in this game? Whoa. Okay, sack for the pawn. Does you get the exchange back? Trade. You win this pawn, but then you lose the B pawn. Gives up the C pawn, but wins the H pawn. But yeah, black is up a bishop. Anyways, ended up being a draw, but... interesting game. So, yeah, final standings. We've got Antipov in first on tie breaks, Rui Feng in second, and Anna Maria from Webster in third. And then we've got 4 players at 5.5 out of 6. And yeah, that is the second to last arena. So, thank you all for being here and for playing. Appreciate all of it. We're getting some raids now that the streamers are done with the tournament. Shout out to Papa Pizza. Shout out to Illini Chess. What's up, House Party? Good to see you. What's up, Blender Goat? Cheers. All right. Well, stay tuned for the standings to be updated. That should be done hopefully by Monday. And yeah, only one tournament left of the season before we make the playoff bracket. So the standings are going to be really big, and next week's tournament is going to more or less be a money tournament, right? Because that's going to determine who goes into the divisions. So chess.com is putting up $20,000 in prizes. That's only for the top 3 divisions. So you have to place in the top 48. Do I manually update the standings? I don't. Luckily, we have someone that does that. But yeah. Shout out to Yell Chess as well. Yell had a good showing today with Maxime Firewoods getting 5.5 out of 6. Very strong results. They also had Dorimon at 5 out of 6. And thanks to Kim Stud for streaming that. All right. Well, that's it for me today. I'm going to send you guys off on a raid. What's up, Gerber baby? All right. Looks like Texas has a cool event coming up. So we're going to actually raid Texas, UT Dallas. So they have the Texas Chess Superfinals at UT Dallas, including UT Rio Grande Valley, Texas Tech, and UT Dallas fighting for the Texas Cup. I wonder if UT Austin is there. I guess not if Rui Fang is there. I don't know. Yeah, it's true, Kim Stud. Shout out to Kim Stud as well. Kim Stud streams. You guys got to check him out. Show him some love. Support him. But yeah, that is it for me today. I will be back tomorrow at the same time, 11 a.m. Pacific, for our weekly Sunday arena. If you have a club that you would like to play in, just let me know. Make sure that they're invited. You can find the clubs that are listed with exclamation point clubs. There is an arena column that says yes if your club is invited. If you would like your club to be invited, let me know. The Sunday arenas are always fun. We do give out chess.com memberships as prizes every week. I want to say right now we've had 4 of them. University of Wisconsin-Madison, I think, has won the last 2, and Georgia Tech has won the first 2. So we will have an additional prize at the end of the season. If a new club shows up and wins the next 2, and it's a 3-way tie for first, we will give out a lot of memberships to all 3 of those clubs. Anyways, if you want to be added, let me know. You can reach out to me on Discord. And with that, I will say take care for now. Have a great rest of your Saturday. Again, I'll be back tomorrow morning for our weekly Sunday arena. You can find that in our club page. If you aren't part of a college club and you'd like to join still, you're more than welcome to. It is an open arena. But with that being said, we're going to send you all off to UT Dallas's chess club stream. They are going to be back in 2 minutes. They have a tournament going on right now. A Texas championship or something. I don't know. The Texas Cup. So let's go check that out. Seems really interesting. And yeah, we love to support our college streamers. So UT Dallas is one of them. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again, and have a great rest of your weekend.